Good. Turn off the preview up top there. Move the fan over because I'm roasting. Not interested in those at all. That looks good. I need to type something here in the handy dandy comment box. Good evening, everybody. May the crystal odds be ever in your favor. Perfect. Excellent. And we're good to go. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you're having an excellent Thursday or Friday, depending on where you're at. We are all done with the Storm X arena. Put up a huge amount of points there, but in the end, it wound up working out pretty good. Maybe sometime during this stream, I'll look up and see what some of the other point totals were, because I'm pretty curious. I want to put in about 72 mil myself, which is wound up being well above what was needed. Wound up with what, rank 30, something crazy like that. So I overshot it a bit, but I got me my shiny new Storm. Today's also been a fantastic day for crystals, for everyone who's got the units or is interested. I put up a video for that earlier, which wound up working out pretty good, I'd say. Not exactly the way I would have liked, but it wound up working out pretty good. So welcome to the stream. I want to say a big howdy to all those of you who are watching live. If you're finding the video later on in the future in the depths of the YouTubes, welcome to the stream and welcome to the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I want to take a moment and say a big howdy and a thank you to the new subscribers to the channel. You can see your names be down here. So I wanted to say a big thank you for finding me and really being interested enough in the content to want to subscribe and see what else comes out here in the future. So big thanks to you there. But without too much further ado, I realize that my screen has already fallen asleep. So I'm just going to jump right in and start putting up some points in the AEGON arena. What's up, AC? I did. I was doomed. I was definitely doomed. And thank you for the kind words. But it wound up working out okay in the end. Once the announcement this morning came out, I had the choice of either trying for the Cat Marvel, going for her dupe, going for the dupe on Doom, or trying for a Thing, which I do not have. And I figured of the three, Cat Marvel would probably be the most practical because she's already ranked 3. She's just unawakened. So for prestige purposes, that probably would have been the best bet. But any of the 3 of them would have been nice. Thing has not been out yet, but I will not be doing any of those because I am back in the mindset of saving all the hard-earned units again for the Guardian grind here in a couple of weeks. Probably. Might wind up saving them. We'll see. Still early. Too early to tell. Hey, Robert, how are you? Hope you're doing well here today. Oh, good. Well, glad you got the right room right there. I started seeing some posts on Reddit of Platinum Pool starting to show up. It does not appear that he is available in any which way just yet, but the fact that they keep teasing him, it kind of, piques my interest a little bit. I'm hoping he's either available as like a purchasable for the intel that you earn in game, or is somewhere otherwise available without the horrible RNG. Because, Gold Pool is his thing and the Gold Pool crystals, but, in order to get one of them, that's extraordinarily unlikely. So hopefully he's has a bit wider release. I think that'd be a lot of fun. His kit doesn't seem like it's going to be game-breaking in the least bit. It just seems like it'd be something fun to play on offense or merely as a trophy champ. otherwise, but you know, nothing super exciting to write home about. Certainly not anybody who's going to be replacing anybody on your A or B squad. But he looks like he could be fun, like a combination of Joe Fixit and Domino, perhaps. But you know, we'll see how he actually winds up playing in hand once we get a feel for his card mechanic. I'm hoping it's just a separate standalone arena, similar to how the Deadpool one was when the last round of Gold Pool crystals were out. I messed that up horribly, so that did not work out super great for me, but I'm hoping they do something like that again, merely just because I live in the arenas to begin with, but that means, you know, you have a much more tangible, plausible way of getting a hold on one. So, fingers crossed. Or it isn't some like nonsense like a Cavalier gold crystal, where it's the exact same thing as just the regular gold pool crystal, just, you know, worse odds. We'll see. That's probably going to be out in the next few weeks. Well, it's definitely going to be out in a few weeks, hopefully sooner than later. I wanted to say I wish you guys the best of luck, all of you who are going for AEGON in the arena currently. I know Brian Grant is grinding out the 5-star. Katie Candy got super lucky, pulled an AEGON in crystals early on, but she is going for an Awakening. Wish them the best of luck. I know that's going to be a super competitive arena, so I do not envy them. Not one bit. If you're going for AEGON as a 4-star, I also wish you good luck. It's still going to wind up being one of the highest scoring arenas in a long while, and possibly the highest one since Doom in December. So, you know, just keep grinding and putting up as many points as you can get. You know, it's like I said before, and it's my arena motto and rule of thumb. It's a lot better to be 3 million points over than 3,000 points short, you know. And that wound up serving me pretty well in the past. Wound up squeaking by a few more times than I care to admit. And that certainly was the case in the Storm Arena here that just wrapped up. I overshot just a wee bit, but you know, at the end of the day, I got me the shiny new Storm, and I'm just chuffed to pieces. She's awesome. So it was a good day. It was a real good day. Hey, Shermoy, how you doing, bud? Yeah, AC, we'll see. We'll see. I'm hoping at least it's unique or different or interesting. And then not another Milk the Whales event. I have a feeling that's probably what it may wind up being, just with, you know, today's blitzkrieg of 6-star champion crystals, but we'll see. Thank you, Shermoy. Thank you very much. I wound up getting very, very lucky in spite of myself on that guillotine. But I do think it's really funny because we were just talking about that yesterday, about guillotine. And, you know, here we go, lo and behold, got me a 6-star now. So, and I don't know, we'll see. That might be, it's going to be a discussion, and I'm definitely going to need to think on it a good bit. But I have a 6-star Tech Awakening that's been collecting dust for a while since I finished 6-4. The problem is that I have a Gilly now to use it on. I've got Darkhawk and I've got a Sentinel. So it's a very blessed position to be in, but all three of them are equally deserving for different reasons. And then the fourth option is to just sit on it and hope someday to pull Warlock, who currently is the highest prestige tech champ in the game, but I think out of the 4 of them is arguably the most useful. And I say that in spite of myself because my Darkhawk, my 5-star Darkhawk is maxed out, rank 5, max sig. And he's amazing. I love him. So, you know, we'll see. It's not burning a hole in my pocket. And I can't take anybody up past rank 2 anyway. So it's not going to be a prestige play for Lord knows how long. But we'll see. Hey, Nathan, how you doing? How you doing this fine day? Easy says, nice, you woke up out of the Sparky. Yeah. Good. Looking forward to seeing that that video when it comes out. It's always fun seeing Sparky still get some love. Because he still is an amazing champ, even a couple years on. I think just based on some of the info from the past update, I think Sparky may wind up getting the Scarlet Witch treatment, along with Blade, Ghost Rider, Quake, Medusa, a couple others, unfortunately. So it's nice to still give him a bit of love now while he's still super competitive, as opposed to, you know, a year and a half from now where he's just, you know, a sad memory. But we'll see. Nathan, I know you're super excited, but which 5-star? Whoever it is, congratulations. Yeah, and then the other thing though too is for prestige play, I have absolutely 0 sig stones. I've got nothing. I've got a video coming out on Monday for the last half of the 6-4 opening and upgrades and rank ups. Finally managed to get enough tier 5 basic to take up anybody that I had been wanting to take up. But with that, I just threw every last sig stone at everybody that I had. So it's going to be a good while before I could even do anything. So I can wake either of them up, but they're going to be sitting at sig 1 for who knows how long. Dude, Void, nice. That guy's a monster. That guy's a monster. Congrats. Oh, you're gonna have so much fun with him. Do you have any extra sig stones to throw at him? It isn't imperative to using Void, but he does benefit from a higher sig if you're able. Yeah, and then AC, good luck with the Act 5 Chapter 2 bit. It just keeps getting more and more fun. But you'll get there. It's nice. I definitely recommend checking out some of the other YouTuber videos on, you know, what the easy paths are and strategy for all the various paths as well. That way you go in knowing what to expect, who to bring, who to rank up, and you know, also gives you a chance to stockpile some of those free 4-hour crystals for pots, energy, and if you're lucky, revives. So good. Yeah. And please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Thank you. I'm going to throw that special 3 because I don't want to take any chances. That Hyperion is too close to a special 3 for my own liking, and I would not survive that. Good, cool. Yeah, 160 is awesome. Have fun. I've loved that guy ever since he came out. He's just been such an amazing champion. Like, Omega Red gets a lot of love, as well he should, just for the amount of damage that his death spores wind up doing. And how that, you know, really, really adds up pretty quick, but Void is just, in my opinion, you know, double as amazing. Those debuffs, they can carry you so far. And there's so many fights that you can just win by throwing a couple specials and then letting the debuffs do the work. You know, you just gotta play defensively smart. Let's see if I can bait out a special here. Well, got the special at least. Come on. There are many, many annoying things in the game, but annoying passive Modocs are definitely near the top of the list. So the only way I can hit you is if I can intercept you or parry you, but if you're just standing there like a bumpkin, that really doesn't do anything for me, dude. There we go. Nice. Okay, so that's fun. So if you guys can still hear me okay, I've had to switch over to my backup mic because my Bluetooth headset here is amazing. So while I go about trying to repair it to the computer, because of course nothing can be easy. Sorry, you'll have to bear with me with the less than ideal mic for a hot minute. So let's remove that. Let's get going on the next round here. There's always something. I do. He occasionally makes a surprise guest appearance off camera. And today he was tearing up my house, so. So I always gotta make sure he doesn't wind up yanking the cord out of the wall for the computer. Alright, so. Brilliant, brilliant. Come on, that should have been a parry. Oh, that works. Okay, so that should be at least reconnected to my computer, but whether or not Elgato is going to recognize that remains to be seen. So I do apologize, I am pretty hard to hear right now, but that's just because I've switched over from my primary mic right here to the graphing mic that's attached to the webcam, so that's fun. When you get super close and chummy for this. Alright, so that doesn't work.
let's see what else we can do here. Or we may just be out of luck. Have to get super close and personal here. Yep. Alright, well, that's fun. Yep. Alright, so and unfortunately for you guys, you're going to see my mug even more so right now. So, sorry for that. But yeah, that is the downside of this Bluetooth headset that I'm running, because I don't know if it's either just picking up interference from my phone and that's why it just disconnects itself, or what. But it's been doing that an awful lot here the last few days, last week really, and it's fairly annoying, so that's fun. If it's still hard to hear, or the fan that I've got going right here is picking up too much white noise, just let me know. But otherwise, we should be back in business. Anyway, I forgot what I was even talking about. Platinum pool, maybe? These ridiculous 6-star crystals that are coming out, maybe? I don't remember. Cheers. I will say, though, that I'm really thankful that it is AEGON that came out. Not because I need him personally, but it's also kind of selfish because it's a down week for me. I get a chance to just catch my breath a bit and just play some Milestones here just for kicks. But then it's really nice too for everybody who needs an AEGON still, you know. You get to get a chance to grind them out, get the 5-star, take out all the guesswork. So that's nice. Come on, Magic. Cool. Alright, so there's that. Let's try this down here instead. Alright, and that's another round in the books. I'm at win 7. Do you, let's do you, and let's do you, just because, why not? So what do you guys think? Did you guys wind up going for any of those FGMCs here in the store today? And if so, who'd you wind up going with? I know they've had a lot of good options here so far. They've got Havoc, or not Havoc, Sunspot currently. So again, if that's a prestige option for you, that could be interesting. They've done Ronin, they've done Stealthy, Captain Sparkles. Doom was ridiculous. Doom was fun just to watch. Like, my alliance speed was going nuts. And 3 people wound up getting them, the 6-star. So good on them. But, you know, those odds are crazy. Crazy, I said. It's like a 0.3% chance, because it's boosted, right? Because they're all rerun champs. But a 0.3% chance is boosted, which is ridiculous. better odds than a couple other things in the game, which is freaky. You know what's freaky? That's actually better odds than pulling a stupid 5-star Punisher. The odds to pull that out of one of those uncollected arena crystals is disgusting. Like, I get he's supposed to be a trophy champ, but he's not overly good anymore, you know? And he's a 5-star, which is cool. But they introduced those uncollected arena crystals how long ago? And, you know, since then, the game shifted a good bit, so kind of surprised they haven't come out with a Cavalier level for arena crystals, and surprised that they don't have a 6-star added to the loyalty store, which would be really nice, especially if by adding the 6-star they also reduce the cost of the 4 and 5, which would be quite nice. But, you know, hope springs eternal, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see. There was a time before Alliance War got crazy, or at least I went crazy for Alliance War. Stupid. Where I had a whole bunch of loyalty saved up, with the expectation or anticipation of them launching a 6-star Unstoppable Colossus. Of course, that never wound up panning out. And then, you know, like I said, Alliance War went crazy, and AQ as well, the higher donations. So fortunately, I have that stockpile, but unfortunately, it means that whenever they do come out with a 6-star, it's not looking super great for me to pick up one of those anytime soon. Which, I mean, what a shame, right? Because everyone's clamoring to get a 6-star Unstoppable Colossus. Alright, so I'm going to throw up Gwenpool, I'm going to throw up Hype, and Scarlet Witch. I think, you know, that's another reason I like running the 4-star team here to get my infinite streak. Yeah, may as well. Because with the 4-stars, I get to play Scarlet Witch still. Otherwise, I couldn't. I don't have the opportunity to. So at least this way, I get to fondly reminisce about yesteryear, how it used to be in the good old days. Come on, bub. Shouldn't push him over. Yeah. If only she had a heal block. That'd be nice. But, I mean, Gwenpool is already pretty stacked as is. It'd be nice to get her as a 6-star. Really surprised that they haven't, to be honest. It's still just fun to remember how excited everybody was when Gwenpool came on the scene. Of course, she got overshadowed by Blade soon thereafter, but still, for a while, it was fun. Because she's useful all around. She still is useful nowadays, but when she first came out, even more so. You didn't have anybody else in the game that could do everything that she could. Tank special hits, reduce ability accuracy, incinerate, heal block, or enervate. And then stun as well, occasionally. I think she just does that on basic hits, right? You don't have to have you don't have to be striking an incinerated enemy to get that stun chance, I don't think. Come on, dude. My dude, you're chasing me across the entire field. I mean, I'm a Hyperion, so I just get stronger the longer I wait, but ain't nobody got time for this. Too many armor ups. Cheers. Wow, that did no damage. I suppose now that my Red Skull is awakened, I should probably take him out for a drive again to see how he handles nowadays. He's got a couple new synergies. The one with Omega Red, I think, has the most potential, just because, you know, Omega Red is always finding a use. But, I don't know, maybe. Maybe. We shall see. Hope springs eternal. Okay, so now we're at the 10-win streak right there, which means it's time to bust out some of the big guns here, because now is when you start getting some of the fun fights for 11 and 12. Yeah, I may as well do this. Sparky has too much crit behind him. That could have gone bad otherwise. So, just get to wail into this guillotine a little bit here first. Probably the easiest fight of the three. But then again, it's blade against magic, so. Should be pretty nice. Just melt her quick. Provided I don't get hit by a stupid special 2. That worked out. That definitely worked out. Okay, so what am I gonna do about you? This. Get the third one up. Could have been worse. Oh, come on. Don't be silly. That. That. At least he's got no power now. I can just wail into him a bit. Should build up to a special 3, launch a special 3, get the damnation going. And, send this fella off to bed. What? I thought I had him. Cool, but there we go. Got one more fight left to go before I got my streak. Save those 3 power-controlled champs for that. And sure, let's go up against Beardo. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? 6-star Killmonger could be fun too. I almost had one. It was one of the worst troll overs that I got from early 6-stars. Forget who it was that I wound up getting, whether it was OG Captain Marvel or who, but it was dead set to land on Killmonger. And then it didn't. And it left an impression because, you know, I still remember that. And that was a while back. Good while back. Come on, bud. There's that. Did you guys see the a drawn out live stream? I say drawn out with the double meaning. Drawn out live stream of the new Assassin's Creed tease and official announcement. Like, I think it was pretty cool that they were, you know, showing the art behind the poster and how it's made and designed and all that. I thought that was pretty cool. That having been said, I mean, it has been leaked that it was going to be a Viking-themed game ages ago. Don't really know who it was going to surprise, but I don't know. Not overly fussed about it. I think it could be interesting, but you know, it'll be interesting to see what they do different from God of War and the Vikings TV show. Finally, my dude. What's up, Executor? How you doing, bud? How you doing this fine evening? Hope you're doing well. But we'll see. I still would have much rather preferred either I don't know, like a Han Dynasty Assassin's Creed or a Meiji era Japan Assassin's Creed. Something different, completely different locale, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's not like it really bothers me much, but it's yet another Assassin's Creed where the English are the enemy. And it's just tired at that point. Like, we get it. The English dicked over a lot of people. But they weren't the only ones. Come on, my dude. Come on. Well, fortunately this guy isn't awakened, so that should make the rest of the fight a little bit easier, not having to worry about that annoying Iron Man ability with all the auto blocking. I say that, and yet I'm still getting smacked around more than I would have liked, but there we go. Iron Man down. That's really unfortunate, but really dumb on their part too, because there's only one war left in the season, so they just disqualified themselves from season rewards. I mean, it's really unfortunate that puts you in that rough spot too for the for AQ. But I do wish you the best. I do wish you the best. It's just a really unfortunate tight spot, you know. Because I think that starts up tomorrow or day after, one or the other. So good luck. The good thing is that there's always people out, like good people looking for new alliances. So chin up. It sucks, but you'll get there. All right, there we go. So we got the 12 win streak down, which means it can start opening up a bit more with the 5 stars, which is excellent. I see some of the 6s are starting to refresh again. Most excellent. It should move pretty well right along, so. Not bad, not bad. Really easy, really chill stream. Dig it. Now is this just because this is a rank 5 vanilla juggernaut, but like my attacks are doing jack diddly squat. Would you be down with just like accepting people based on face value real quick? Just so you have somebody to start off your AQ week, or would you want to take it on the chin and vet everybody first? Thoroughly vet everybody. That way at least you've got a couple of warm bodies picking up those spots for the short term. Want that super shiny special 2. And just wail into him. Yeah, Doom's amazing. I can't wait to wake up my 6 star. I mean, I probably am not going to do that for a long time. But, you know, long-term goals. I think I may wind up... Because, like, the 6-star pool... Oh, that's good. Come here, dude. Come on. One more. One more. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Hit me. Hit me. Thank you. And yep, just like that. Practically full health. Bunch of furies. Would have been nice to have not gotten smacked around after that, but that's some fun with Phoenix for you. Yeah, some people can be really selfish for some of those alliance things. I know I've run into my fair share. I know a couple of different places run unofficial blacklists for people who bail last minute or who got busted for hacking or cheating or whatever. Just to know to a couple of people who to look out for. But it just depends, because like every recruiting forum post or line app or whatever does things differently. $12 guys is pretty solid though too. It's almost half your alliance, which is good. I mean, getting that infusion of new people in and new blood is, I think, vital just to keep everybody's spirits up and interest up and activity up. Burnout's a real thing. And there. Cool. Okay. Oh. Smash started. So I'm going to try and do something concurrently here. As soon as I beat Karnak and just punch him in the face. I am really interested to see what some of the other top 150 scores were for the Storm Arena. So, you guys bear with me for a second while I multitask. Should be late enough in the day where a couple people have posted. I'm hoping. Because I'm interested. I'm interested to see just how far I overshot. Interesting. Guess not. Yeah, okay, guess not. Never mind. I usually go to Trucos, but they have not posted anything yet, so it shall remain a mystery. 72 million points is about rank 30 this time, so there you go. Whereas 70 mil last time was about rank 100, so there you go. Arenas are a fickle beast. My dude, punch me one more time. There you go. Come on, Luke. I'll take that. Oh, well, that's even better. Because at least you've got the that rapport going and kind of know what to expect. So that's a plus. $17K. Uh-oh. That shouldn't. Yeah, that does nothing. That does nothing. And to think I was worried for a moment there. Silly, silly, silly. Yeah, I know we got a couple people retiring in our alliance too. We lucked out. I mean, the people that are leaving, fortunately, are doing it the right way and giving everybody notice, but now's the time to do it. I think the way it's going to wind up syncing up too is that by the time that season rewards are out, there should only be a day or two overlap with Alliance Quest. A couple days. Tops. That way, everybody can just shift around and readjust without, messing up everybody else's flow or schedule or routine or any of that going into off season. And hopefully, because they still haven't announced whatever the new war season is going to be yet, or when it's going to start, I'm hoping that they give us at least a couple weeks, just catch our breath, before launching into the new thing already. Because you need that downtime. War can be fun, but it's just as much fun to not do war, in my opinion. Not a big war guy. It reminds me, I still gotta do that sunspot duel battle, whatever it is. Probably do that quick here after this round, just so I don't forget it. And that should put us after the hour or two, so I'll be ducking into the crystal store to see who pops up this time. It was Sunspot currently. They still have Thing and a number of others left to do. I mean, like I said before, I'm not doing any of that, but still, it's just fun to see and keep up with. Come on, my dude. Thank you. Well, I mean, that's good. Still, though, I guess. I think, you know, the reliability for those guys, I think, is going to should carry a lot of weight, right? Just knowing them already. And, you know, anticipating what to expect. Alright, so there's that. I am going to throw up the next set of champs, which are those three. And then I'm going to back out of here, go over to story mission. I think there's a sunspot in the first one, I think. I was playing around with Storm a little bit earlier. And where are you at, my dude? Alright, there he is. Cool, so it's a path I haven't even started yet. I'm assuming this just links up to Sunspot right there. Yeah. Cool deal. Just blitz through it quick. Fortunately, I don't have my Elsa with me. Otherwise, I'd have loved to use her. I got a real soft spot for her. And you know, if these guys just had a wee bit more health to them, it'd be fun to just switch over to the Lightning Tempest. I will, whatever. It's only an extra click. Maybe I won't next time. Too much menuing. I need that extra 4 seconds. Every bit counts. But then again, I should have paid attention that this is Loltron, and the Ice Tempest Cold Snap would have been a lot more useful. Good one, Rob. Real good. Whatever, I'm just gonna blitz it. I could auto fight it, but that would be a bit slower. So we'll just throw Beardo at him and steamroll him. Poor guys wouldn't even know what hit him. that. Easy peasy. A lemon squeezy. Cheers. So I got Man Thing here, and then Sunspot, and then we check what the new crystal is, and keep rolling with the arena for the next 20-25 minutes, whatever it is. Sounds like a good time to me. I mean, the nice thing about all these different like intel missions are that you don't have to beat these guys a certain way. Like the challenging part is just finding where you can duel an easy one, as opposed to having to find like a Sunspot to fight and then fighting him a specific way. I think that could be fun in the right context, but I think that'd be too cumbersome for the quick turnaround that this event has. So there we go. That is a quick path. I do not like this though. Like I get having to implement that just to optimize load time, just to make sure everything loads correctly, I'm assuming. But still, it slows things down. So who do we got? We got Night Thrasher. Really? Okay. Everyone's favorite. Like, don't get me wrong, the dude at high sig can be useful, but yeah, I wonder if anybody wound up pulling the 6-star Sunspot. I'll have to check later. But you know, I don't think he'd be the top of anybody's skill wish list. Let's do this. I do too, but I miss having decent rewards. Like, is it just me, or do even like the summoner advancement each week feel like it could use just a bit of a facelift? Like, don't get me wrong, I like getting stuff for just playing the game normally. That's why I don't ever, or can't really ever complain about the login calendars. But, you know, it's been a good while since it was updated last, and the game has moved on, and everybody now is at a different place than they were when the Summer and Advancement stuff first came out, so, you know, could use a bit of a upgrade. Could be fun. The thing is, though, even if they did that, it wouldn't be like meta or game breaking, because it isn't meta game breaking right now. The events yesterday, with all the or 2 days ago, whatever it was now, with all the different doubloons, that wasn't meta game breaking. Especially if you were, you know, just sticking with the freebies that you got in the mail. You could turn those into some pretty good, just free rewards. And that by themselves was, I would say, arguably better than most anything else that they'd just given away for free in the past. But oh, and this is another, while I'm on the topic, for the class level up, right? Why don't 6 stars count for anything? You know, you get points if you use a 2-star Sigstone, a 3, 4, 5. 6 stars don't count for anything. And even still, for the 5 stars, pretty sure that I forget it. I'd have to look at it. It's either the generic 5-star Sig Stone doesn't count, or for whatever reason the classic stone doesn't. I think it might be the generic, but like, why? It's like these champs exist in game and people are getting them. So why shouldn't that count towards the total, you know? Yeah, well, that's pretty cool. I'll take that. It's always cool to see a couple of the videos on launch and then kind of see what happens after that. But at the end of the day, it's just fun making them. Especially some of the other, I guess, deeper dive videos. Those are fun because those just take a bit more editing. And it's fun to learn that, you know, learn how to do it, how to optimize it, make it look presentable. Of course, everything I put out, you know, I can always continue to iterate on in the future. But for now, it's cool. What's up, Michael? How you doing? I have not, actually. I haven't taken her out for a spin just yet. I'm going to probably... that's a bit late. Okay. But I'm assuming that there's going to be a level up event tomorrow. So in addition to taking up Storm X, and then just test her out a bit too, I'm also going to be taking up Gilly, at least to max level at rank 1. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take her up to a rank 2. Probably for a good little while. I just recently burned most of all of my my catalysts, ranking up some other champs. So it's, you know, going to take me a minute to save up stuff again, but he's definitely on the short list for rank ups. Hey Joker, how are you? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Yeah, and you know, you never know who you're gonna find just recruiting fresh new people either. I think what Friday is usually the recruitment post on the Reddit forum, right? And then there's a whole section on the official contest forums. So, you know, who knows who will turn up? Cool. Excellent. Would I rank 2 Emma? I did rank 2 Emma. And I do not regret it. She's awesome. I took Emma to rank 2 unawakened, even. Just because her awakened ability, for the most part, is just primarily on defense. Although she does have that bit where she can start tanking hits. So at Sig 20, you know, once you lose more than 30% of your health, then she switches over to Diamond form and can eat a little bit extra damage. And let's do this. But I mean, otherwise it isn't at all necessary. But yeah, she's solid. Her Diamond form can shrug off so much nonsense. It's really amazing. ACS, what score am I going for in the arena? Probably 15 and a half, probably 16 mil. Somewhere in there. 15 and a half for sure. To wind up in the 1 to 10 bracket. been pretty safe in the past. It used to be the cutoff was 15 mil was a guaranteed 1 to 10 spot, but not anymore. Now, you know, if you can push like a couple mil on top of that, you're usually pretty well set. Alright, so knock down the sentry here and then get a few rounds of 6 stars in. Because this will put me at win number 20, and that is a pretty well established infinite streak, so can start branching out a little bit more. Which is fun because now I get to play my Fraggle Rock, I get to play my still unawakened Captain Sparkles. And, you know, Doom is always good for a good time. Do I have Colossus and Omega? I do. My Omega is rank 5 and he's maxed out. My Colossus is still rank 4. Not because I dislike Colossus, I just, again, I don't have the materials to rank him up. But, you know, with as many glowing reviews about him as there have been in the last couple months, and just, you know, his pure survivability and damage output, in addition to all the fun debuffs he gets, or immunities he gets now, yeah, he would be a solid rank 5 option. Plus, you know, you'd have a fun crossover with synergies there too. So the fact that I've got both of them is really nice, especially if when I get one of the flavors of Red Guardian here in 3 weeks, because then he synergizes with both of them as well. I just love the ridiculous overlap of synergies. And I kind of hope that they keep going back into some of the older champs to update synergies with some of the newer releases. Just because the interwoven connectivity of everybody is so much fun. It's a good synergy team, Emma and Omega. And Colossus. Yes. It's a solid, yeah, because all 3 of them would be super useful. I know, let me look. Because I'm pretty sure it's... If you're able to fit Phoenix in there someplace, I think the Phoenix Emma synergy is probably the best of the lot. So you could probably get away with swapping out Omega for Phoenix, just depending on where you're gonna take her. Just because of Phoenix's ridiculous survivability, but then once Phoenix enters the that overload, when she gets all the Furies, she doesn't burn them until the Phoenix charges run out. Plus, then that just speeds up Emma's gain of prowess, which means that she can hit harder faster. So it's a nice little dual synergy right there. Amp up both characters. And then Colossus, just because he's amazing now, is fun just by himself. So yeah, that's a good team. Emma, Colossus, Omega's a good team. Got options. Colossus, Omega, and Sabretooth is a good team. Omega, Void, Colossus could be fun. Lot of fun overlap. Yeah, because you got a magic. Magic in Colossus is a lot better now too. That's a real nice thing, because everyone wound up having a synergy with Colossus, just because Colossus was just such a joke. It's like, well, I guess we'll give him this synergy as a consolation prize, but now that he's actually good, you know, it's like, oh, hey, he syncs up with everybody. This is awesome. Thought that was buried, but guess I missed it. I hope someday that Ronin winds up getting a little bit more love. If he winds up getting his due. It'd be fun to see what the Black Widow synergy actually winds up doing in hand. And then killing off Black Widow. Just give Ronin that little bit extra damage. Yeah, I'm still learning my hook shot. I took him up to rank 2. Just for the fun with the special one damage. But obviously I need a little bit more practice. Someday. Alright, so let's do this and this and this. Beautiful. Oh man, Wasp. The first real love. If you're looking for a solid arena champ, like if you want to grind out arena, and if you go in knowing that you're going to wind up having to refresh some of your champs, Wasp is by far your best option. Because her raw damage output is so ridiculous. It's extremely likely and most usually probable to one-shot somebody with a basic 4-hit combo and a heavy. Like, her damage is just stupid nuts. Well, I would prefer not to get smacked around. With this stupid Darth Maul saber. And you can spin around in front of him like his force powers. Did they ever explain that in the movie, that he had force powers, that he could just like put his hand out and then get his double-edged staff to just spin around, or is that just something they made up because they didn't really have another shield option for him? I wonder. Alright, so then let's do that just for kicks. Alright, so let's not pair up the fire champ with the fire immune champ. Might not work out super great. Smack the dude around a little bit. Easy peasy. Cheers. bums me out that they did Maw a disservice. Like, they got us all excited that they were going to give Maw this new great facelift. And basically all they did is that they just added a little bit of WD-40 and then said it was good enough. Like, if they had amped up his degen damage to actually be something respectable, Maw could be so much fun to play. But it isn't. The only way you can get a lot of damage out of Maw is by going up against one in like Alliance War, where he's super boosted, his attack is boosted, his health is boosted, and his degen is just ridiculous. Because, like, also, if you go up high enough in incursions, right, you start running into some really tanky, annoying champs. Maw is one of them. Just because at that level, because his stats are so ridiculously boosted, his degen actually does a respectable amount of damage. In fact, it's super easy to get one shot by Maw just from his degen alone. Pretty annoying, if I do say so myself. This is they haven't come out with a degen immune champ. Bunch of champs to work around it, but nobody who's immune to it. What's up, Biggs, man? How you doing? How you doing this fine evening? Well, let's not get punched in the face, preferably. Thank you. Send Medusa off on a fun little fire nap right there. Alright, so I'm kind of looking forward to testing out Red Skull with Omega. I think that would give Red Skull a good bit more viability, especially against some of the annoying new mutant champs like Weapon X Diaper Man, particularly. Possibly, we'll have to see, because the bleed damage might wind up getting him, but it would be a potential workaround for the incessant unblockable, so be fun to test out and see how that works. I am just going for Milestones. I'm most fortunate. I've got an AEGON awakened already, so I'm going to be taking it easy here. So it's just going to be a cool 15.5 mil for 1 to 10%. But as far as 5-star goes, I would be surprised if he goes for anything under 60. Which, I mean, it's a big number. It's not as big and scary as it was even just a few months ago. But then again, AEGON is one of the top 10 most useful champs in the game, easily. And he's your, you know, your get out of jail free card for Act 6, Abyss, Realm, pretty much anything endgame related. He's your go-to guy, so it's going to be a big number, but I think it's pretty easy to justify the time investment to get there. Come on, dude. Come on, my dude. Oh, there we go. The Noyalist is down. Oh, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thanks, Biggs. Glad to have you here. Alrighty, so we've got time for I'm gonna say 2 more, and then I'm gonna need to call it a night here. But means that we can have a fun with a couple of the champs here, and I'm gonna be winding up throwing Gilly 99 into the mix too. Figure it's a good time to christen her for arenas, even though she's a standard, fresh out of the box champ. So it'll be fun to see what she can kind of do. Okay, excellent. And there's that. Darkhawk. I love this guy. Still have no idea how he's classified as a robot when it says it's a dude in a suit. But, you know, it makes him amazing. Yes. I've 100% Abyss. I wasn't planning on it. I was just planning on doing the easy path. The easy path, right? But then I did the easy path, and then it was so much easier than what the easy path was in Realm of Legends, you know, relative to when they all came out. I was like, this isn't as bad as I was afraid of. So then within the next like week, I wound up running the other 5 paths. Week and a half. And I gotta say, overall, it's a pretty solid piece of content. It's definitely a good forerunner of like Variant 4 and Act 6.4, wherein it's a challenging fight, it's a pain in the butt at times, but more often than not, the fights, while tough, are fair. So if you go in with a strategy, know who you're going to use, and you execute the strategy, you're going to have a good time. I mean, you're still die every 250 hits, and that's kind of a load of crock, but I guess everybody needs its own thing. Gaming X Videos asks, do I make crystal opening videos? I do. I posted one a little bit earlier today with the highlights from 33 of the Carol Danvers crystals. He's going for the 6-star awakening, and I'm not going to spoil how it turned out, but I did wind up pulling one new champ, so that was fun. Please don't destroy me. Yeah. I was also kind of interested in going for the Legends run too. And unfortunately, I wound up getting a Legends time, which is pretty cool. I haven't, because that was the first Legends anything I did since the original Heroic Master run a couple of years ago. You got it. And then Biggs, I'm also slowly, I do say this slowly, I'm putting out just the raw video of my easy path clear. So it's a full fight, and then each video is about anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes long, just depending on who it is I'm fighting. But there's about like a 3 to 5 minute blurb in the front of each video with kind of my overview and thoughts about the fight. I bring an AEGON team, which made life a lot easier. AEGON, Doom, and then some synergy champs. But yeah, I mean, I recommend checking those out. Because a couple of the fights wound up throwing me for a loop, or in a couple other cases, I go into a fight having an idea of how it's going to go, but then once I actually do the fight, it's something completely different. So, just use it as another resource to kind of get a feel for what's ahead and what an actual fight is really like. So, yeah, the more planning you can do, the better. Well, cheers, gaming. I'm much appreciated. Thanks for the sub. I'm glad to have you here. Yeah, we'll do. Yeah, as soon as I'm off stream here, yeah, I'll go check it out. Oh, heck yeah. Is Stealthy awakened? Well, first of all, big congrats on the Abyss finish. That's awesome. Stealthy is an amazing champ to take to rank 3. If he's awakened, that's so much better. But yeah, he's solid all around. He has a massive damage output. He's a utility champ. His slow ability is super useful. And if Prestige is your cup of tea, he's just about as high up the food chain as you can get currently. So yeah, all around, he's a really solid choice. I don't regret taking mine up to rank 3 at all. He's amazing. You can get a 15k special 1 regularly. It's ridiculous. Then yeah, absolutely. My personal opinion. There's other good skill champs out there. A lot of other good skill champs, but I think for this point in the life cycle of 6 stars, I just did Gilly's first match and I didn't even pay attention. Anyway, but I think at this point in the life cycle of 6 stars and 6-star rank 3s, Stealthy is probably your best choice because he isn't niche. I love Nick Fury. He's a tank. He can do a lot of damage, but if you go up against somebody who's debuff immune or bleed immune, he's effectively almost useless. Thor Ragnarok is a prestige option, and while he's a lot better than people have given him credit for, he isn't a whole lot of fun to play. And everybody else is, could be a solid rank 2 option, but for that rank 3 the champ really has to have a extra something on the side, and Stealthy has that in spades. So yeah, excellent. No, he is not suicide prone. It just depends what you want to do with them. Suicides in Arena is amazing. Suicides for a long quest is not. And then even still, it just depends on what kind of quest you take them in on. For the modern, like, uncollected difficulty, Suicide still probably wouldn't be an awful idea. If it's like double-edged, you could get away with it. If you run full Suicides, you'd be in for a bad time. But usually, he would be able to KO his opponent, pretty much anybody in uncollected, with 1 special or less. So then, you might want to mitigate that by bringing, a Nick Fury in X pool or gold pool, just to shrug off the debuff right from the start. Do the 2 5-hit combos to get the debuff up on the opponent, and then the Fury buff up on you, and then launch the special 1 after that. You'd be pretty hard pressed to find opponents who would still be standing after that. But yeah, he's fun. He's a lot of fun, and it's super easy to knock out other rank 3 champs in Arena with just 2 5-hit combos and a special. So, but all right, guys, that is going to do me for tonight. We are sitting at a solid 3.5 million, which isn't bad for only an hour and a half of play. So I am looking to be back again, do some more streams tomorrow. Just keep putting up some points, get the milestones, and get closer to that 1 to 10%. Oh, real quick. The Real Night Ninja says, contest champions at 14 mil arena points. Oh, well, that's because I'm not going for him. I'm just going for milestones. Yeah, no, if I was going for the feature champ, I'd be in trouble. So most fortunately not. I'm lucky enough to have the AEGON, or have an AEGON already and have him awakened. So I'm sitting this one out. But thanks for the heads up. Lucas says, Old Man Logan or Emma Frost unduped. Emma Frost. Easy peasy. Yeah, she's amazing, and better still, you don't ever have to wake her up. She's only really good awakened on defense for war, and she can tank hits, but 99% of her kit is already available unawakened, so definitely. yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'd be sweating bullets if I was going for featured at this point. But yes, everybody, thank you to everybody who has been watching live for the last hour and a half. Really thankful to have you guys here. It's been really cool getting to chat and gab with you guys here. Well, put up some points. It's a good time. For those of you who are watching at some point in the future in the depths of YouTube's, screen's falling asleep. In the depths of YouTube's, thanks for finding the channel, for one, for watching through the video, and hope you had a good time as well. If I could ask everybody, if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel already, if you would kindly do so. I'm currently trying to make a push for a content creator program, which means they look for like a base number of subscribers, and that's my goal, and I'm trying to hit that. So when I say each and every bit helps out, I'm not being facetious. It actually really does help me out. So no pressure either way, but I'd very much appreciate it if you did. And until next time, everybody, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everybody. Bye for now.